Imagine your ancestors telling you about beings from the sky who wore strange helmets, rode dragons that could fly, and casually dropped astronomical facts we didn't rediscover until NASA. Sounds like sci-fi, right? Well, these stories are carved into stone, sung in sacred ceremonies, and passed down for thousands of years. Today, we're going to follow the trail of these mysterious visitors who may have changed the course of human history. And yes, some of these ancient accounts sound suspiciously like a Netflix pilot for season 4 of Star Trek. Let's start in West Africa, with the Dogon people of Mali. For centuries, they've told stories of beings called the Nomo, who came from the Sirius star system. Here's the crazy part. They had detailed knowledge of Sirius B, a white dwarf star invisible to the naked eye, which scientists only confirmed with telescopes in the 20th century. Now, unless the Dogon had a side hustle building space telescopes in 3000 BC, that knowledge had to come from somewhere. Some anthropologists claim it's all coincidence or misinterpretation. Others, they say it's one of the most compelling cases for ancient visitors from the stars. And personally, if a space fish god named Nomo offered me a ride in a glowing spacecraft, I wouldn't ask too many questions. Now let's head to the American Southwest. The Hopi and Zuni people have celebrated Kachinas, powerful spirit beings, for centuries. They're described as coming from the sky, wearing elaborate headdresses and suits that, well, look suspiciously like modern astronaut gear. Could these have been ceremonial interpretations of actual visitors in protective clothing? Or are we just projecting NASA onto ancient fashion choices? Either way, these traditions aren't just a few dusty legends. They're still celebrated today. And some say they're a living link to encounters with something or someone, not of this earth. Meanwhile, in ancient China, legends tell of Hongdi, the Yellow Emperor, descending from the heavens on a flying yellow dragon. Spoiler alert.
Spoilers ahead.
Dragons aren't real. Sorry, Game of Thrones fans. But if we strip away the poetic language, could dragon have been a description of a glowing, noisy spacecraft? Ancient texts describe Hongdi's vessel as able to ascend into the sky and travel among the stars. Basically, the Elon Musk of 2700 BC, minus the Twitter drama. Here's where it gets interesting. These stories aren't isolated. From Africa to the Americas to Asia, ancient cultures talk about sky visitors, advanced knowledge, and flying machines. Could it all just be coincidence? Sure, but it's the specifics that get weird. Helmets, crafts that glow, maps of invisible stars, and teachings that jump-started agriculture, mathematics, and astronomy. And before you say, well, they just made it all up, remember, people across the globe who never met each other were somehow telling the same weirdly technical stories. That's either the longest-running game of telephone ever or something else entirely. Ancient astronaut theorists believe these accounts are echoes of real events, that extraterrestrial visitors may have interacted with humanity, shaping civilizations and jump-starting technology. Skeptics argue we underestimate human creativity, and over-romanticize the past. The truth? It's probably somewhere in between, but we can't ignore the data points. And honestly, if ancient aliens did visit us, they might be shaking their heads right now, thinking, wow, they still can't figure out how to stack blocks without arguing. Whether you see these stories as myth, history, or a bit of both, one thing is clear. Humanity has been looking to the stars for a very long time, maybe because the stars were looking back. What do you think? Were the Dogon Namo, the Kachinas, and Hongdi's dragon just imaginative tales, or eyewitness reports of something extraordinary? If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because next time, we're uncovering even stranger encounters. And trust me, it's going to get weird.